Hello, hello.
Let's start with you, Luke.
Third one's a charm. Okay. Life is about sales, no matter what you do, who you are, or where you are, and the ability to present yourself successfully is so important. It really is. You don't know when you're going to have the opportunity to put yourself in a position where an opportunity is presented, and you want to make sure that you're prepared for that opportunity. And a lot of people define luck as being prepared for an opportunity. It's not just dumb luck. Sometimes there is dumb luck, but there are other times when you're just ready for that moment and you capture that moment. And so what I could say is this: cut to the chase. Get to the meat of it very quickly. It used to be called the elevator pitch. It's now kind of more the Uber pitch. If you're standing on the corner next to a VC or someone who's important and he says, "Hi, how are you? What do you do?" You've got 30 seconds until that Uber arrives. Get to the point fast. And that's really who you are, the problem you're solving, how you're solving it, how is it unique, how do you make money out of that? Why is it different? You know, I said that already, how's it unique? But what is the problem you're solving and how are you making money out of that problem? Don't give him your backstory, don't give him your life history, don't tell him how you've got to where you got to and you've done X many exits as a founder, because that's actually a bit of a red flag. If anything, if you've done too many businesses, then you're not sticking to one that actually works. Usually they don't, but get to the chase, cut to the chase and get your point across as fast as you can. Because if you can summarize your value proposition as succinctly as possible, then you invite them to open up with questions. Don't try to give too much information from the outset. You want to leave enough so that there's some intrigue there, but deliver the key points so they go, oh, you know, that actually sounds kind of interesting. I want to learn more. That's in a face-to-face meeting. When it comes to an actual pitch deck, sorry, I'll shut up in a second. when it comes to an actual pitch deck, again, less is more. You don't want to put too much in there, because the last time I checked, we've got some dance music going on now.
Yeah, stand up now, like, get part of it.
Get going. Less is more. You don't want to clutter it, make it too busy and put too much in there. Again, it's cutting to the chase and leaving the reader open to wanting to learn more, essentially. I think the average amount of time, I read this a long time ago, that someone spends on a pitch deck is around 3.14 minutes. I can tell you that that's a lie. It's a lot less than that. As a VC, we've probably looked at about 700 projects over the past calendar year, and when I get sent a pitch deck, I've got about 20 seconds. I'll go through it in 20 to 30 seconds max. I'll flick, 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 flick. And if you haven't made it super simple for me to understand what you're doing, next. So you really got to capture my attention, get to the chase, pull out all the words, make big bold statements, make it interesting, like, there's something in here, I need to know more. And that's when you get the next meeting, and that's when you get to close the deal.
Awesome advice. I think the advice that I'd share when you get the opportunity to speak to VCs is, we see hundreds and hundreds of decks, and when you've got the opportunity to speak to the VC, well, this is your opportunity to share who you are. So we want to know a little bit about you, and more than one way than, hey, I've had 3 exits, or I used to work at McKinsey, or, you know, I won the first prize in my sack jumping, you know, in high school. We want to hear that you know your pitch as well. So do not read off the pitch deck, because we're betting on the founder at a really early level, because it's seed or pre-seed. So we want to know about you, we want to hear about you're passionate about this particular project, because we've probably seen 10 other similar projects like it. So when you're speaking to the VC, you got to really show yourself and why you think you're going to be successful to deliver this idea, not just what your idea is.
Yeah, I think from my side, I echo a lot of the comments shared by my fellow judges. You know, it's funny, I tell my trading team all the time when we're coming up with new strategies, if you can't explain the edge to me in about 2 or 3 minutes, there probably isn't one. And you know, what's worked for us, at least when we invest in early stages, looking at teams, and what we've seen is successful is teams who've identified their product market fit and have identified it early. And once you've got that, you know, you've identified that, it's much easier to make follow-on decisions because you've got a North Star to follow. And yeah, that's something I'd encourage a lot of startups to focus on, finding a product market fit and then taking it from there.
I've got one more bit, which is more crypto focused, because this is all kind of general what we're giving here. But if you're looking to launch your own project and it has a token, okay, there are two questions you need to answer. Why are you using blockchain and why do you have your own native token? The first one can be quite easy to answer. The second one is generally a nightmare. And to see some of the answers that I've received over the years that I've been asking those questions, it really catches most people out. So why do you have to have your own native token? Why can't you just use USDT or something else for that matter if it needs to be blockchain related? It's a very difficult question to answer if you actually dig under the covers of it.
Thank you very much, guys. And I'm sure you're all keenly waiting to hear who the winner is.